Hello, it's Saturday evening and a big welcome to my Angelic Light and Guidance video number 2. So today I have been on a really beautiful course with a very talented and wonderful, beautiful spiritual teacher that I am incredibly grateful to know. And I feel amazing. I feel like I'm glowing. I feel just lovely. It's been a day of learning and of meditation and just really of personal growth and development for myself. And I really am just incredibly grateful for the opportunity. So why come and tell you about it? Well, because you need this too. So you need to think about your own personal development. So even if it's not attending classes, it's not for everyone, I know. So, but get out there, read books, listen to audio books if reading's not your thing. You know, some people find reading just doesn't seem to work for them, but yeah, I know other people that audiobooks are a great way around that. Just open yourself up, I guess. Just be willing to receive new information. So just put it out there to the universe. Okay, show me them. There's more to this. Show me. Start showing me some signs, some information, and you might just be surprised at what you find. So I know there's a few people in my life who are quite skeptical still, and I completely respect and understand that. And all I say to them is that all I can do is, if something specific comes up for them, then I will let them know, like while I'm meditating, for example, if I'm open to spirit and a loved one gives a message to them and it resonates with them and they feel that that's an evidence, for example, then I'll let them know. But I'm not going to go out of my way trying to prove to every single person in my life that what I do is 100% correct or accurate, because I don't need to. And I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I mean it in a sense that actually I know that everything I receive is from either my higher self, the angelic realm, spirit. I'm very clear about where it comes from. If it's spirit, I'm very clear that it's spirit that I'm speaking to. If it's higher sources, I'm very clear about that. I don't have to prove myself, because this kind of uh, this role, I guess, in people's lives isn't about proving yourself. It's about being yourself. It's about being true to who you are within your heart. It's about being 100% honest with you. And if I'm not being 100% honest with myself, then there's no point to any of it. So all I can say to those who are skeptics and not sure about it is just watch the space. Follow along and see what happens. It might be that some of what I say starts to resonate, and it might just surprise you. There's quite a few different books out there right now, and I recommend classics like Doreen Virtue, Diana Cooper, and a really new person who's kind of on the scene, who's really really good, but also kind of just like quirky and modern, Carl Gray. I love him. He's this tattooed kind of yoga doing young man who just clearly emanates spirituality, but in a different way. And he is also just writing the most really, interesting and useful books right now on angels. So have a look at his books as well. And a recent book that I read, Sunita Rocket, Survivor of Love. That is another really good book. I really recommend, and I put that on my Facebook page the other day as well, because it's her autobiography, and it tells of how she went through life, knowing that she kind of had psychic abilities, and then kind of what happened along the way, and what happened for her to start using them. And I know Lorna Byrne as well is another very similar book, and that's really, I think it's something like Angel Whispers or something, but that's a beautiful book as well. So get reading, because it really does help. It starts answering a few different questions, and it's just useful just to see different takes on things. And another recommendation I've got as well is to get yourself some angel cards. You only need one deck. Doreen Virtue's Angel, the daily guidance cards are really good. They're beautiful and they're very straightforward, very easy to use. But there's loads of different cards out there. Just go with what speaks to you, what kind of draws you to it. And if you can get along to some classes, then that's a really good idea too, because classes will help build your confidence, will help confirm what you're getting, and help you grow, help you to just, kind of get a bit of a boost, I guess. Because you can do a lot on your own, but having someone else there to steer you in the right direction sometimes is really, really crucial. And I think that unless you build confidence quite easily on your own, then that can be quite hard, because when you're meditating and you start getting messages from angels, for example, of course it's really difficult to think to yourself, like, is that really me, or am I making this up, am I going a little bit cuckoo? And obviously we've all kind of had that feeling like, oh, am I making this up? But then you go along somewhere, or you get readings, classes, whatever it is, and somebody says to you, you've got, I don't know, for me it was like, you work with Archangel Michael. And I was like, I do. I do. Yes, I do. I know I do. And kind of things like that, just, small confirmations that just make all the difference, and just help you to move on, and just help you move forward, really. And I just, yeah, I asked for a lot of confirmation through my cards. I had readings for confirmation. I wanted to be sure that I'm not just, making things up here. And I'm not. I know I'm not now. But for a long time, it took a lot for me to really believe in myself. And that's kind of where I'm wanting to help other people. I want to help you start believing in yourself, whatever it is that you're doing, whether it be spiritual work or anything else. It's really important to trust and believe in yourself. So, okay, I picked a card as well for you today, and it's the beautiful Layla. And she is telling us to spend time alone meditating about your desires and intentions, and ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So it's about really taking some time out. She's sat here on this beautiful in this beautiful location in nature. You know, if you can take yourself somewhere beautiful, then by all means do. But otherwise, you find yourself in a quiet space, and just allow yourself to just become very peaceful and calm, and ask the angels to come in and help you with whatever it is that you're trying to do, whatever it is, or if you're wanting direction, whatever it is that you want, you ask them, and ask them to help you get some positive confirmation, insight, signs, anything that you will recognize. And that's the key, is that you need to make sure that you specify you want to be recognizing this for yourself as well, because otherwise it might get lost in translation, I guess. So be specific, and if there's a specific sign that you want, maybe put that out there. But sometimes being too specific is kind of a big ask, but being open to a massive sign is, well, is enough. A really good example, when I met my husband, I asked the angels for confirmation that he was the one, because I thought he was, and I was just kind of like, do you know what, if he's the one, just give me a slap in the face sign that he's the one, because I'd been through some crap, basically, excuse the French, and I was like, do you know what, I don't want to go through all of that again. Just give me a big slap in the face sign, if he's the one, that he's the one. And I was just with him one day, and just randomly out of nowhere, he came out with my password. He still doesn't know what he said, because I didn't tell him at the time that he'd just come out with something major, because it's my password and it's private. But he came out with my password that nobody knows, nobody has a clue what it is, what this word is, and it's just like, wow, he said it. And that for me was the biggest confirmation. It's not an everyday word, it was something really totally random. And he's a kind of random person, I must admit, but even so, it was just proof to me. And it's just lovely. Every now and then he says the word and he doesn't know still to this day, and it just makes me smile inside, because it's like, that's my angel sign. So there you go. I feel a bit emotional talking about that. But I'm incredibly lucky. I'm so lucky to have met him, and to be in such a loving relationship. And there's so many things that I've kind of, lessons that I've learned along the way in my lifetime and in previous lifetimes, that's why I am just looking forward to helping as many people as possible, through my classes, through my spiritual classes, through the healing, through coaching, through counselling, and whatever it is that I do. You know, the crystal healing, energy healing, everything, Reiki. I just want to help as many people as possible with their journeys to wake up and to enjoy life. So there we go. Love life and live life. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. You know, it's just like, don't waste any time. Just do it. Enjoy it. So I hope you have a lovely evening, and I will post another video very, very soon, no doubt. And just thank you very much for watching, and please just subscribe, like it, share it, get it out there. Let's get as many people on board with some spiritual learning, and just spreading the light as far away, you know, as far around the world as possible. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.